Good morning and welcome to the pre-proposal conference for RFP41FY23 for Enterprise Resource Planning ERP Systems Upgrade. I am David Webb and I'm the Director of Procurement for Arlington Public Schools. Also representing APS during the conference are Girish Rajput, Director of Enterprise Solutions and also the APS Project Manager for this project, Matt O'Grady, Lead Finance Functional Analyst, Parush Gopal, Lead HR Functional Analyst, and Shri Nalamalala, ERP Technical Lead, and Hamed Hamidi, Senior Procurement Specialist. During the conference, the RFP will be reviewed. Questions are welcome and will need to be submitted in writing through the Q&A capability. Questions will be addressed at the end of the conference. It needs to be emphasized that even though the conference is provided to help offerers gain a better understanding of this requirement, it remains the offerer's responsibility to be familiar with the contents of the RFP and know what information is required to be included in a proposal submitted in response to the RFP. I would like to thank those attending for your interest in this APS requirement. And with that, I will now turn it over to Hamed to review the RFP.
Good morning. This is request for proposal 41FY23 for Enterprise Resource Planning ERP System Upgrade. It needs to be emphasized that even though this conference is provided to help offerers gain a better understanding of this requirement, it remains the offerer's responsibility to be aware of the content of the RFP. The proposal due date and time is October 21st, 2022, no later than 11:59 p.m. EST. Sealed proposal shall not be received in response to the RFP at the CIFEX Education Center by mail, express mail, in person, or by courier, but will do so instead electronically through a secure cloud-based file sharing platform. Firm wishing to submit a proposal are required to upload the information requested in Tab 1 to 8 of Section 3 proposal requirement into the platform through the link found on the current solicitation webpage under the Procurement Office website. A link to the webpage is provided below. To assist offerer with his proposal submission, screenshots of the steps required to submit a proposal are attached as Appendix H to this RFP. For a proposal to be considered for award of a contract, the proposal must be received in the platform by no later than 11:59 p.m. Friday, October 21st, 2022. Proposal received after this proposal due date shall not be considered. Here is the link to the cancel station, and if you click here, this link, it will take you to the Procurement Office webpage. Pre-proposal conference is conducted today, and the minutes of the conference, including but not limited to question and answer presented at the conference, will be issued in written by Procurement Office as an information item and distributed in the same manner as an addenda as set forth below. All questions regarding this RFP, other than those submitted at the conference, must be submitted in writing via email address to myself and Girish Rajput by no later than 5 p.m. on September 29, 2022. Change to this RFP will be made only by written addenda issued by the Procurement Office and designated as addendum number. No other form of communication shall modify this RFP. Addenda will be posted in EVO and Procurement Office website, and it's the responsibility of the offerer to download the every addenda. Offerer shall ascertain prior to submitting a proposal that all addenda issued have been received and shall acknowledge receipt and inclusion of all addenda by making here or by marking here, or by including a signed copy of all addenda with the proposal. Information item. Question received timely in response to this RFP, including those at the conference, will be answered by written information items issued by Procurement Office. This RFP shall not be modified by an information item. Information item will only posted in the same manner as addenda set forth above. If your proposal have a trade secret information, please mark one of the following statement. State Corporation Commission, please complete the following by checking an appropriate line that apply to your company. The number of SCC is required to be put here. Please mark one of the statement about the department status of your offer using these two statements. Type of business, please select one of the type that apply to your company. This proposal is submitted by, please fill all this form and please attach this one page 1 to 5 with your proposal and the tab 1. So for the special provision, I will take the floor to Girish to provide you the information.
Good morning. This is Girish Rajput. I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a background. I'm not going to stick to the script to talk or read through each item here. The general information here is talking about Arlington Public Schools' endeavor to move to the Oracle ERP cloud. We are a mature implementation and we are currently on release 12.1.3. We do expect to continue to use all the modules, the functionality that we have currently, which is listed out, and also modernize the platform as well as add some key functions. And that's what's laid out in this project scope and guiding principles. Ahmed, would you move down? I would like to draw your attention to the minimum qualifications. If that is not met, it's a obvious straight disqualification of your proposal. So I would very strongly recommend that you read the minimum qualifications in specifically what we are looking for. We do say the offerer must have implemented or currently be implementing Oracle ERP Cloud, including Oracle Finance and Human Resource Managed Solutions at K-12 school districts in the United States. The key idea is must have implemented or currently be implementing the Oracle ERP Cloud, including Oracle Finance and Human Resource Management Solutions. So that is key. The second piece also is important in case you are partnering with or have subcontractors. You could do that to meet the other requirement, which is must have delivered a minimum of one Oracle payroll solution on any version of the Oracle ERP at K-12 school districts in the United States. So this is what those two key items are very important to be made sure that, and if you have need any further clarification, you can always reach out to the procurement office. Ahmed, would you move to the next? I do want to point out, obviously, about this, there's a lot of details about what modules we use and what we are seeking and some diagrams there roughly, and give you supporting documentation in terms of the attachments, the appendices. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but want to make sure that offerers do see that we are expecting the offerers to actually provide integration services that are listed in the requirements, the specifications that includes benefits, integrations, as well as others that we have in terms of providing feeds to other feeder systems and bringing in some data sets that we do today. The next part is around data conversion. Wanted to clarify very clearly that we intend to migrate and convert about 3 years of financial data and that those master data sets, they have been our items of interest are explained in the appendices with a specific conversion tab. I think once we reach there, Ahmed will show that to you. But that's the big idea there. In terms of 3 years of financial data, we do ask for an option and potential cost if we decided to convert all data under those data sets since 2006 when we have been live. We also intend to, there's a little bit more details, talks about we are looking at pay slips and things like that that are presented today that our employees can access through the self-service today, and we are hoping to continue to do that in the cloud. So we want to ensure that that can be done and that can be addressed in the proposal. Hamid, please move to the next item. This is basically talking about the core functions that we want to make sure that we can maintain business continuity. This talks about the approach of how Arlington Public Schools wants to pursue this project. We are not looking to do piecemeal go live, such as some other districts or organizations might have done. We're looking to go live at the same time with our HR, finance, the Oracle ERP, the budgeting, all those pieces at the same time. And that's why we have listed all of them in phase 1. Phase 2 is not really covering this at this time, but we do, if vendors want to provide proposals or things like that, or give us a little bit perspective on what we could do improvements in terms of modules, processes, reporting, personalization, internal audit functionality, and things like that. We do expect that once we begin the project, there will be things that will become more apparent, and those will be phase 2.
Thank you, Girish. So for the instruction to offerer, all questions relating to this RFP shall be submitted to me and to Girish Rajput. And here is a tentative schedule for this RFP, so you can read it. Proposal requirement. So APS proposed contract documents, and this RFP contain term and condition APS favors and intend to use for the resulting contract. If the offerer wishes APS to consider any changes to these documents, such changes must be submitted and written in the proposal, and such exceptions shall be considered during the negotiation. Format and content. Please make sure that your offer should be organized using the following format. The first step is administrative. So all the document that we need is listed here. The tab 2 is mandatory requirement. So you can read all the requirement, project team qualification and experience. Tab 3 and tab 4 is approach to implement services, planning, design, configuration. The detail is available. You can read it. Tab 5 is program support services. Tab 6 is exceptions to APS non-mandatory contract term and condition. Tab 7 is pricing proposal. And tab 8 is trade secret or information if you have. Proposal evaluation process and method of contract award. A selection advisory committee or SAC will review and evaluate all responsive proposal received by the procurement office. The offerer shall state any exceptions to any provision of the contract document in writing in the proposal as part of tab 6. An offerer shall be deemed to have waived all objections to and accept all provision of the contract document to which no exception is included in the submitted proposal, and in such event no exception shall be considered during the negotiation phase. Any industry standard document the offerer requests to have included in any resultant contract shall be included in the offerer's submitted proposal. Any document that offerer asserts is an industry standard document not provided by the offerer in the submitted proposal shall not be considered during the negotiation stage or otherwise and shall not be a part of any contract awarded. After the SAC has completed its initial evaluation of the responsive proposal received by the procurement office, when applicable, it will select offerers to participate in shortlist interview to provide information that will clarify offerer's proposal. Selection shall be made of 2 or more offerers deemed to be fully qualified and best suit among those submitting proposal on the basis of the evaluation criteria stated in the RFP. Negotiation shall then be conducted with each of the offerers so selected. After negotiation have been conducted with each offerer so selected, APS shall Select the offerer which, in its opinion, has made the best proposal and provides the best value based on the evaluation criteria advertised in this RFP, and shall award the contract to that offerer. The proposal evaluation is involved three stages: initial evaluation stage, shortlist interview stage, negotiation stage. And here are the criteria for the evaluation. So you can read this. So now we're going to the appendixes. The appendix 1 is certificate contract certification regarding criminal conviction. Please sign it and submit it with your proposal. The next one is conflict of interest. Please do sign it as well and submit it with your proposal. Appendix C is non-disclosure and data security agreement. This also needs to be signed by each offerer and must be submitted with their proposal. Appendix D is the insurance checklist. Please check before every requirement and make your insurance agent to sign here, and then you should sign here and submit this as well with your proposal. So Appendix E is the sample form of agreement. This is the agreement template that APS is using. So you can read it. And this is the contract term and condition, Appendix F. So all term and condition of APS is listed here. So this is all term and condition. This is a simple purchase order from APS Appendix J. And Appendix H is the screenshot how the offerer could submit their proposal to APS. So here is the link. So when you see the screenshot, you can know you know that how you can submit the proposal to APS. So Appendix I is pricing schedule, and Girish will give you information about the Appendix I. Girish?
Thank you, Hamed. So we're looking for a bottom line number here. The first tab, as you can see, is project cost summary. It gives you essentially 5 buckets there in terms of all the requirements to kind of put it out there and the project grand total. I want to specify here at this point in time, if it has not been clear, Arlington has already procured the licenses from Oracle Corporation, and we already have those. So that shouldn't be included in this cost. Arlington has already procured the cloud licenses for both the Oracle ERP Cloud and the HCM portion. Additional general tools for program implementation. If you think that there are some things that would help, in your expertise that you think that are there, you could specify that, and you can actually provide that as a number. You are welcome to provide some details around it. If you can scroll down. These are the optional implementation services which Arlington is asking all offerers to provide. Data conversion for all years of data, not just 3 years. That goes up that we mentioned. That's part of it. But this is an optional implementation service that Arlington is seeking to identify and understand. That will also that we need to know about. Time clock solution.
Sorry.
I want to point out that this is something we are looking for. We want to be able to have the capability. This is something that we are seeking as an optional implementation service as well. So we would like to know that also in this inclusion. Tools. These are just any other tools that you think we could benefit from. It could be, for example, the ADP service that we need to know. That goes in, you could actually include here in terms of that. These are all items that have not been accounted for. So you could actually provide that in terms of, and this could also be some other tools for automated testing or data conversion. If you have got a tool that that can help you, simplify the job, all those things could be put here. Milestone fees are how do you expect to be paid? Essentially, that is what we are. It's an open item. You can actually provide it how you expect to be paid. Rate card, we want to know in case we want to add some more services, what kind of, rates are we looking at? This would be all inclusive again, including travel, if any.
So thank you, Girish. The next appendix is Appendix J1 and J2. Both of them are the same, and Girish will provide you a detail about this one.
So this item is essentially giving you more detailed requirements on what this is about, and obviously you can navigate through each of the tabs and see some pieces of information there. Hamid, if you would click on the recruitment and onboarding as an example. And so you will see this essentially, there are requirements, the processes that we have, and we just need you to fill it out, whether this can be met by out of the box, how do you see that, those kinds of things. And this is essentially the HCM worksheet, that appendix that Hamid has opened, but there is another one which is about specifically around finance. And
Okay.
Hamid, would you navigate to the index? I'm sorry,
Index, okay.
And scroll down. You see the last tab there, it shows data conversion. If you can click on that, Hamid. And that'll take you to the specific data sets that we are looking for. And you can see the optional implementation item is also listed here. So that's basically the idea. I know in the data conversion, we have the same data set, same information put in the HR and finance, both sides.
Okay.
Again, clarifying V1 on the cloud proposal costing. Arlington has already procured the cloud licenses. We are not seeking that as part of this proposal.
The next appendix is Appendix K, and again, Girish will provide you a detail about Appendix K.
The Appendix K is, this is about, okay, this is essentially talking about all the pieces of information that talk about just bringing it all together. Who are your key personnel, your references, your company overview, all those things essentially being put in this.
Okay. So for the Appendix L, there's two Appendix B1 and B2, the same is one for finance and one for human resource. I already opened the one for the finance one. So this is Girish will give you information about this.
So this lists all our current concurrent jobs, interfaces that we have that move data either to other systems, or they actually churn out a file that provides, data in some form or the other. There could be also some other programs, concurrent programs that go in here and do certain things within the system, meaning update data and things like that, that were used or designed because of the idea of having, because of the fact that we were on an older version and to meet some needs. We expect that the cloud version would actually do away with many of these concurrent programs that we have, which go in and update data or move data between from one place to the other.
Thank you. So, and the last appendix is Appendix M, simple job authorization form. So if this is a form that we can use it. So that's it for the proposal and for the RFP. Now we're going to the question and answer session. So the first question I receive is whether companies from outside US can apply for this, like from India or Canada. So the answer is yes, but the company must be authorized to transact business in the Commonwealth of Virginia as a domestic or foreign business entity. The next question I receive is whether we need to come over there for meetings. So Girish will provide you an answer for that.
Yes, we don't expect that the project can be completely rolled out offline. So we do expect from time to time, and depending on the deliverables and parts of the phase, we do expect on-site presence and working with staff and the teams at APS on-site. We request that you provide your proposal and kind of gives us an insight into what your thinking is. But we definitely expect that many portions or some portions of the project will require on-site collaboration.
Thank you. The next question is, can you perform the task related to RFP outside the US, like from India or Canada? Again, Girish will respond to this question.
Yes, this task can be performed outside the USA. The key item here is that all principles of data security and all those inherent risks should be accounted for. And also, we also ask one more piece of item, and this will be published obviously through our, through the Q&A. What we have today will be published out so that it's common knowledge. But we do expect that the data not be taken outside the US. So the data should continue to reside within the US.
Thank you. The next question, can we submit a proposal via email? So no, the proposal should be submitted to the platform, the link of which can be found under the solicitation webpage under the procurement office. So we will only receive, accept proposals submitted to the platform that we published in AP's website. So the next question is size of the last 3-year data. So Girish, if you could answer this one.
We have provided within the RFP document, there is a sample count of the last year of the data sets that we are seeking. You are welcome to extrapolate that to 3 years, and that would be the size of the data.
Thank you. The next question is Arlington going to procure the licenses?
So very clearly specifying the cloud, the Oracle cloud licenses that Arlington has already procured. We have those licenses.
Okay, so I think the next question also be, is if cloud license not already procured, does APS has any preference on cloud provider?
We have already procured the Oracle Cloud subscription from Oracle. Obviously, if there are some other things that you're thinking about in terms of something that would be needed by PAS or some other things, we don't know at this time if we need that at all.
Okay, thank you. So the next, to clarify, should we include ADP Smart Compliance as part of our response, or have you already purchased?
No, we haven't purchased that, and we do ask that you provide it as part of your response. You can put it as a separate item, so it doesn't go in your actually cost in terms of your proposal, but it's one of those optional items that you provide, or you could put it in the tools, and that's something we are interested in knowing. We haven't procured ADP Smart Compliance.
So the next question is, what is the expected go live date for this migration?
At this time, we are looking at a date of June 2024 to go live. That would be the date that would align with our year end and year beginning.
The next question regarding the above question on ADP, we would recommend APS to acquire the ADP Smart Compliance license directly. Should we just communicate that assumption?
We do request that, if you can get a quote or give us some ideas, you can go through that on behalf of APS. That would be the best way to go about it. But obviously, we haven't asked for ADP Smart Compliance license to be the procurement of it or cost of it as part of this proposal. But if you do provide that, that helps us.
The next question, can this project be implemented on on-site offshore model?
Yes.
So the next question, do you have a targeted budget for this project? We do not share the budget for this project. Sorry for that. So the next question is, how many current jobs services?
That information is there.
Okay, concurrent.
That information is already existing. If you just refer to the appendices, it does provide you the list of the concurrent jobs and services.
Yes, we can provide you an answer and through information item as well. whether APS purchased license for Oracle Integration Cloud or only for SaaS.
We do have some credits for the Oracle Integration Cloud. We do. We're just not sure whether that's enough or what does it take. So if you want to propose something as in the tools section, we are glad to see that. But we have procured the SaaS Cloud subscription. We also have the Oracle Integration Cloud, some credits as part of our contract. So obviously, if you have some ideas, if you can provide some information in terms of the project as you're putting the proposal together, we would love to see that as an optional item.
Thank you. So the last question is, what's the expected budget for this project? So again, I'm sorry, we cannot share the budget for this project. Thank you. So I don't have any other question from any offerer. So with that, I would like to once again emphasize that even though this conference is provided to help offerers gain a better understanding of this requirement, it remains the offerer responsibility to be aware of the content of the RFP. Thank you. That ends the pre-proposal conference. Have a great day. Thank you very much.